Which stage? This is all body stages. He is describing many different situations. Many different situations. But Sharanagati is the beginning stage. No? Sharanagati itself is prior to Bhakti, before Bhakti. So this is the very beginning stage. Describing many different levels of situations in which require surrender. But Sharanagati itself is one stage itself.
Yeah.
Patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaura Tvise Namaha. Shama Sundara Shikanda Shekhara Isbirahasar Murali Manohara Radhikara Sikamam Kripanide Swapriya Charana Kinkarim Guru Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vrindai Tulasi Deviyai Priyai Keshavasya Krishna Bhakti Prade Devi Satyavatyai Namo Namah. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. So first of all, I begin offering my most humble obeisances to the dust of the lotus feet of Paramarada Shri Guru Pada Padu Nitrila Pravishta Om Vishnu Pada Shtotara Sadhya Sripad Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj Srila Gurudeva, and to my most worshipful Shiksha and Sannyasi Guru Nitrila Pravishta Om Vishnu Pada Shtotara Sadhya Sripad Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj, and to Nitrila Pravishta Om Vishnu Pada Shtotara Sadhya Sripad Srila Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Goswami Maharaj, Nitrila Pravishta Om Vishnu Pada Shtotara Sadhya Sripad Srila Bhakti Sadhak Muni Goswami Maharaj, and to all Shri Rupanu Gauriya Guru Varga, to all Tridharma Sannyas, Brahmacharis, Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis, to all the assembled devotees here today, my most respectful obeisances. So by the causeless mercy of Srila Gurudev and all Mahabhagavata Acharyas, we are able to assemble here one more time. So we will continue reading from Amritavani by Srila Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur. So yesterday we had nice questions till the number 26, which is, does the soul enjoy or not? So that time. So now, also we read the 27. How can we prepare ourselves to serve God? That was by his first serving Guru. That's the only way. Now 28. We consider doing good to others our religion. What is your opinion in this regard? I think there is some typing mistake. We consider doing good to others our religion. Doesn't make sense. What is your opinion on this regard? Anyhow, let us see the question, the answer. Welfare work is good. I think it must be through our religion. We consider to do good to others through our religion. What is your opinion in this regard? Then Srila Prabhupada is saying, welfare work is good, but it has two defects. It directly or indirectly encourages godlessness, and it supports violence to animals and other living entities. Whatever attempts we make to help others while neglecting the absolute are useless. Neither are we in favor of practicing devotion in order to use the sadhus for our own ends. Those who want to accomplish something mundane by using the sadhus proves that they have no respect whatsoever for saintly persons. Ordinary altruism is not the goal of life. There is a much more important duty while one is in the human form of life, and that is to serve God. Serving God can permanently liberate people from their material distress and allow them to taste eternal happiness. It is our intention to convert the entire human population to practicing bhakti. Serving God is the sole, supreme, eternal religion. Hearing Sri Chaitanya Deva's teachings on this point will forever help everyone. Sri Chaitanya Deva said, Bharata Bhumite Hoilo Manusha Janamajar Janamo Sartaka Kori Koro Paropakar. One who has taken his birth as a human being in the land of India, Bharatvarsha, should make his life successful and work for the benefit of all other people. Very long answer. I have to break up now. So, social work, welfare, charity, service to mankind. This is being considered by most of the religions as the topmost activity, and very often mistaken as a religious activity. It could be like so if we consider that this is also one anga of bhakti. Krishna also, he is satisfied when we serve others. But how we are going to serve others and how Krishna becomes satisfied? Not with every service we do to people. If you distribute meat on the streets to the people, Krishna is not going to be happy with that, right? So the only way that we can please both, satisfy both Krishna and society is if we give to society bhakti in the form of prasadam, in form of teachings, in form of harinam, in form of shelter, of temples. Then only then Krishna can be pleased and the society can also be pleased. Because to preach, to distribute bhakti, this is the highest welfare, this is the highest benefit one can give to others, right? And very often there is a misconception from the side of the materialistic people, especially the government side, that we are useless. We Gaudiya, Vaishnavas, monks, we are useless. We are only ringing the bells and eating and sleeping. That is the common misconception. So one time, my Param Gurudev, Vitrila Praviseshla Bhakti Pragyan Keshava Maharaj, after buying the house in Mathura to establish Keshavji Gauriya Math, huge house, he was approached by the local government and they told him that you have a very big house, it's quite empty because it was just the beginning. You have to host the homeless people. We are promoting this, to reduce the homeless population, the street, people, and so you have to host. And Param Gurudeva said, okay, I am ready to host anyone, but if they will follow my rules, the rules of this place, not any other rules, not their own rules or mine, no. Oh, no problem, they told. No problem, they will be very happy. You provide them shelter, food, medicine, clothes, everything. What else they need? Oh, they will do some seva, they will do something, they will worship Thakurji, they will chant the holy names. What is the matter? They will be very happy. And Param Gurudeva said, okay, no problem. Then you can. Then they sent someone and told the guy, you be here, you live here now, no more streets. Now you have all comfort, security, food 3 times a day, very nice, environment. You are with the sadhus. The guy was, I'm very happy, thank you so much, this and that, and he was paying pranam to everyone, this and that. Then Param Gurudeva told, yes, you are welcome. So your daily routine will be to wake up at least 3:34 and be ready for Mangalarati. And after Mangalarati, you have to sit with us for prayers and japa. And after that, there might be some lecture. And after lecture, before breakfast, there is some service to perform. Then after we have breakfast, after breakfast you have to also dedicate time for serving. There is so much renovation that we have to do. So, and then it goes up to lunchtime. Then after lunch, little rest. Afternoon, again we have kirtan, we have class, we have arati. Then again we have more seva. Then later we will have dinner, and like that. And after dinner also there is also seva. You have to wash pots, we have to clean this, clean that, clean the prasadam hall that where everyone took. Then the guy, he said, oh no, that's too much. Better I go to the streets, because in the streets I don't need to do anything. I'm just in my tamakuna, I am sleeping the whole day, why I have to do all these things? So people's nature have to be changed. And that cannot be by force. But nevertheless, Srila Prabhupada, he told that Gauriya Math is like a hospital. Gauriya Math is like a hospital. But in this hospital, you change the people's heart. In the sense that you change their nature. You change their nature. So Prabhupada said that to live in an ashram is like putting many rocks inside of a bag and shaking those rocks together. And what will happen? By the shock among them, they will become completely polished. So this environment actually helps you to clean your anarthas. But without conflicts, without challenges, that cannot go away. That cannot go away. Without chastisement from Guru, without chastisement from others, God brothers as well, that will help you to clean. But not everyone is ready for that. To this type of very tough environment. It's like an army, you know, even tougher than army. Because on top of the discipline and everything, we have the spiritual, pressure on us. So it's not an easy thing. So in this way, Srila Prabhupada said, you can open millions of hospitals. You can distribute food for charity. You are not contributing for the welfare of the society. Actually, you are contributing to the destruction of the society. Why? Because in your hospital, the thieves, the cheaters, the murderers, they will all get relief from their disease. They will come back to society and they continue doing bad things. You have no judgment. You're just helping anyone indiscriminately, and this is not proper. So, but here, we are not only giving them food and everything, but we are changing their nature. From thieves, we are turning them into sadhus. This is very difficult. So, Gauriya Math is the best welfare center. But not everyone is ready for this medicine, One time, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, he came to this Kumbh Mela, in 77. And he was with many foreign devotees. And then he was walking there, and one yogi came to him and asked, what are you doing here? This is a place for yogis that can make miracles. We can walk on the water of the river, we can sit on the fire, we can put our heads inside of the ground for many days. We can do so many things. So what miracle can you do to be here? And so Swami Prabhupada, he answered, I turn animals into human beings. The yogi said, wow. Said, how? He said, look, all these devotees here, before they were living like animals, they were hippies. Not bathing, not cleaning, not cutting the hair, the beard, only into intoxication, meat eating, illicit sex, all this nonsense like animalistic life. But now they are like Brahmins, now they are Vaishnavas. This is the greatest miracle. Change people's heart. But that cannot happen in a large scale, like as we wish. That is slowly. Because not everyone is eligible for that. But nevertheless, this is the highest social welfare.
Maharaj, may I ask one question? Maybe to make clear, nature is like something that we got from past lives, something, some habits, and maybe we can say like influence of prarabdha, karma, in some nature, and also some adopted, how to say, habits, like some habits,
Samskars.
like everyone has some habits, living accordingly to habits, and is there any difference? Can we call both like nature, or it is some difference between some habits and nature? Can it be separated, or we can see everything like nature?
Everything, because once you are born in a certain environment, those habits are going to model your personality and give that nature also. Yes. And what you brought from past lives, that will also be there. Both will combine and make your nature. Not only one or the other. Both combine equal to your nature. Okay? Then he's mentioned this, he's quoted this shloka, Bharata Bhuvite Velo Manusha Janmajar, which is saying that those who take birth as human beings in the land of India, Bharatvarsha, they should make their life successful and work for the benefit of all other people. So first, you have to make your life successful. That's the main thing. First, you have to become self-realized. Then only then you can encourage and help others. Right? Otherwise, it will be very difficult. Many people in India, they claim to be self-realized, or they claim to be in a bona fide parampara, but they're actually not. So they're not actually helping the people properly. Although they are being called gurus, like Vivekananda and so many others that came, but they're not actually teaching Sanatana Dharma. They are teaching only this Manodharma, means their own concocted speculative theories, which is actually karma, only karma. Do good to others, serve humanity as a service to God, but they distribute chicken and eggs for everyone. Understand? And Vivekananda, he says that to read Bhagavad Gita and play football is the same thing. Such stupid things. But he's been taken as a great thinker, as a great philosopher. But by whom? By the masses of ignorant people. So number is not actually, what to say?
Authority.
Yes, number is not, any type of evidence that you are in a right way. So, like that. So what is the benefit of taking birth in India? Or more especially in the Dham? Because India is Sadhana Bhumi. The Dham, the holy places, are called Sadhana Bhumi. They are the places for sadhana. And also Siddha Bhumi. This is the perfect place that you can achieve perfection, and also the pure souls, the Mahabhagavatas, the avatars, and God Himself also are appearing. So no many other parts of the world avatars have come or have appeared. So there is a speciality in that land. But some people, they want to make everything looks like the same. No, whole world is the same. Then it becomes a mixture of Mayavadi and also nihilism. So for instance, in one house, or here in this temple, you cannot say that all rooms are like the same. All rooms have the same purpose, all rooms give the same result. No, we can't say that. This is the most special room in this whole building. Apart from that, we have many different rooms. Even we have the toilet room. How that can be compared in equal terms. So in the same way, in this whole planet, we have different places with different energies, with different, what to say, with different samskaras that will bring out of you different things. So Dham is the highest place that can give you, that can bestow you highest benefit. And among all the Dhams, which one is the best? Navadvipa. Navadvipa is highest than Vrindavan in the sense that Navadvipa is very merciful and Vrindavan is not that merciful. In Vrindavan there is aparad vichar, there is consideration of offenses, and in Navadvipa there is not. Even your previous offenses and the offenses you are committing now in Navadvipa, they are totally destroyed. But in Vrindavan, no. In Navadvip, Krishna Prem itself is running behind the devotees and begging them, please take me, take me. Whereas in Vrindavan, you have to run behind Krishna Prem, but Krishna Prem runs very fast. He is very far away in Vrindavan. So in this way, there are differences between India and the whole world. We can't say that everything is the same. We cannot say. If everything would be the same, there are no specialities. There are no means. Then it becomes godless, as Prabhupada used to say. Why it become godless? Because if you say that God's creation has no speciality, means God Himself has got no speciality. Because His creation includes the manifestation of His own nature. When He manifests Vrindavan Dham, this is His own nature. When He manifests Navadvip Dham, this is His own nature. When He manifests Ayodhya, Dwaraka, Mathura, South India, which is Vaikuntha, this is all His own nature. So everything is based on His own nature. If you study Vastu, Vastu is based on the Vastu Purusha. It means this is Krishna's body itself. So everything is running around Krishna. In Bhagavatam there is description of the whole universe coming from top, head to toe of Krishna. All these comparisons, all the demigods, all the sages, all the incarnations, everything is coming from Krishna. So there is, the nature of God which is being expressed. And the best culture to express this is Vedic culture, and the best place is the Dham, which we call nowadays India like that. In this way, we should definitely understand there is speciality in India. This is not something which is like xenophobic or anything like that. There is. And we should be careful because even in our movement, we have so many socialist concepts connected. Even unknowingly, we have this, this behavior of trying to put everything in the same level. Oh, everything is the same, West and East, everything is the same, this and that, this and that. No. Things have got their specialities, and therefore we have to understand that. I think I'll just finish this and then we can end up. No, but problem for me, it's too late. I have to eat and sleep. So, Sri Chaitanya Deva preached throughout the world for the welfare of all jivas. But the welfare work he proposed was not of the temporary, insignificant, narrow-minded, changeable, or imaginary type, not pie in the sky, as is the welfare work proposed by the so-called social reformers and mundane philanthropists. The welfare work he proposes of the highest caliber and is neither temporary nor insignificant. The ways to uplift others as invented being invented and about to be invented by ordinary human beings according to their narrow considerations will in no way benefit anyone because they are each temporary. I just remember one interesting thing was the meeting of Srila Prabhupada and Subhash Chandra Bose. Subhash Chandra Bose, he was one of the main characters in the independence, of India in the fight, and it was due to him and to his movement that the British they came out of India, not due to Gandhi. Gandhi he's like the betrayer, of Indian people. So when Subhash Chandra Bose met with Srila Prabhupada, he was trying to convince him to join his movement. And Srila Prabhupada had just written one article saying about the necessity of becoming a slave, but a slave of God, of course. And he criticized Srila Prabhupada by saying, we are already being so much, oppressed by the slave mentality of being the slaves of the British. How can you write such thing in this moment? You should come and join our fight for independence. And Srila Prabhupada told him, my fight is bigger than yours. He said, how comes? You're trying to fight to make the Indians free from the British. But I am fighting to make everyone free from Maya. Perhaps you know Bhagavad Gita. In Bhagavad Gita, what Krishna is saying, that at the time of death, whatever you are thinking about, you become. We have the example of Bharat Maharaj. He became the deer. So you are thinking so much about British. So suppose on the time of your death, you are thinking about British because you have such hatred in your heart, and what's going to happen? You're going to become British, and then you fight against India. So what type of fight is that? What type of freedom is that? So you should join my fight against Maya, because I want to liberate the Indians, the British, everyone out of this material world. And Subhash Chandra Bose, he humbled himself and he said, you are right, but I have gone so far in my fight, too far, that I cannot come back. But I understood your point and I realized that you are in the highest fight. So in this way, these people are trying to change the nature of the world itself. That was made by God like this. God made the world as it is. God made Kali Yuga. Who else made Kali Yuga? Who else made Satya Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Treta Yuga? Who else made human's nature, human bodies, human mind? It was God. So everything is meant to be like so. So if you become deluded by thinking that you can change this world, you are just trying to go against God. This is something very subtle and very difficult to be accepted by so many. We are not trying to change the world and the laws of nature and the laws of society. We are trying to change the people's condition. We are trying to free the soul from the samsara. That is what we are trying to do. But we have no expectation of world peace, and all these bogus things. We don't have these things, Recently, somebody came. One lady. She went to Kumbh Mela, and she met randomly some sadhu there, and he asked, and then she asked him, why the world peace did not happen yet? What is blocking this to happen? And he gave some very, I want to say, when you do this, jiggling, he spoke this, she sent the recording. trying to justify, why it did not happen, but it's going to happen, definitely. You should not lose your hope and all these things. And I told her, it's never going to happen. There was no single day of peace in this material world, because it's not the nature of this world to have peace. So why are you searching for peace? You ready? Maharaj? Okay. Why you're searching for peace in the wrong place? The souls, they will get delivered slowly, slowly, like a pyramid. Very little people on the top. They are enlightened. And the masses are there, and they are all entangled, all bewildered. So in this way, we should not strive and fight for peace, social peace. We should just live in peace inside. And that's it. That's the only thing you can do. Fighting for peace is like, an antagonistic thought. How are you going to fight for peace? Not possible. Huh? So in this way,